Good morning, beautiful people. I feel pretty bad that I'm not wearing my costume, but we might have a surprise in a little bit because unfortunately, if I'm wearing my costume, I can't sit in the chair. So, surprises coming up. But let's jump into today's HR weather. And today's HR weather is all about is same day pay the solution to lift some folks out of the financial clouds? Because right now in the US, wage growth is stalling. This year's projected increase is around 3.6%, which is actually a pretty dramatic drop from previous years. And if you add the compounding factor of inflation since the pandemic, timing couldn't be worse for many workers. There's actually a recent survey that says that 49% of workers are struggling to make ends meet before the next payday. And this was really shocking to me. 62% have turned to high interest loans like payday loans. And if there was a Halloween costume for payday loans, it'd probably be the devil because that's what it is, payday loans. I do believe the solution to this is giving instant access to their wages. I think it might be the lifeline they need. And workers definitely agree with 86% surveys say they would prefer same day pay. I think we can all agree we would like to get paid every day. I think it's definitely more than a perk for a lot of folks. It's actually the difference between some of them paying their bills or getting in debt. And in all fairness, this was almost impossible for employers to do in the past. But right now, there's so many providers that are popping up that in the marketplace that offer this service. So I think it is more than a trend. I think it's something that we're going to see moving forward. I think it's going to become a basic benefit. So I've also heard from employers saying, well, if we pay them every day, what happens if they get in more financial distress because they can't manage their own money? That's not your call to make. I think you have to trust your employees that they can earn their wages and spend them in the correct way. I do believe that same day wages it could be a massive competitive advantage, especially like in her high turnover roles like quick service restaurants, warehousing. I do think it would give them just that edge when it comes to attracting and retaining top talent. So if you're looking for a sunnier outlook, same day pay might be the solution. And that's the HR weather. Let's get back to the panel.
Same day pay, interesting.
Hello. So what's your
Same
thoughts? Same day
same
pay.
same day pay, I think it works really well. I mean, listen, who doesn't need money right away? Who doesn't need that? And I could see the downside, the other side of it as well too. But I think for a lot of service industry professionals, having that money, it's different types of lifestyles. And I think a
Yeah.
lot of folks, if you have a steady paycheck that's bi-monthly, bi-weekly, whatever it is, you could hopefully manage towards that. But a lot of folks in this day and age with inflation and bills, everything skyrocketing, we need that cash immediately. Danielle, what do you think?
Cash is king. I think a lot of these benefit providers, a lot of them were at HR Tech. I spoke to a lot of them. I think this definitely appeals to younger generations who are
Mm.
definitely strapped for cash. So I think it's a great move, and I think it's something easy that you can offer people. That it's like, yeah, why like it's kind of one of those examples of something where after so many years of doing something the same way, like every 2 weeks you get paid, it's like, why were we doing it that way?
Interest, making money.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that this has not been more common, especially in the last couple of years. As these providers have popped up, like there's so easy, and I think it's really cost efficient for a lot of companies to do this. So I do think this is going to become a basic benefit for a lot of employers, and
Well,
maybe not all industries. Obviously, we're pretty used to getting paid every 2 weeks or every month, but definitely like think about warehousing, think about Amazon, like those type of warehousing jobs where turnover is almost 100%. Would this keep more employees? I do think
mm.
so.
I think it will too. I mean, you also think of the other side too. Different. Not every company is an Amazon with the cash flow that they do. You have to think
Yeah,
about companies with their accounts receivable and the way they bookkeep it too. I think that there's a lot of factors here.
that's
But
fair.
to your point with technology, it is so easy to pay people quickly. I mean, I have an overseas team. I pay them. It hits their bank account in minutes. I mean, we live in such a flat world right now, right? Like where it's so easy, interconnected world where it's so easy to send money all the time. The tech is here. Let's use it.
Nikki in the comments is saying that we should educate employees in financial wellness, and I
Huge.
agree with that, especially new people in the workplace that first time to receive a massive paycheck, they're like, "Oh, let's spend it all." I do think there needs more education in the workplace, but especially in school, right? Like, I don't know why we're not teaching financial literacy throughout your high school. I think it should be one of the primary things that you learn for the real world, but there's not much we can do about that.
No, keep it going.
Yeah,
Serge,
replace calculus with with
no, it's
financial
smart.
literacy.
I think it's critically important. I think it should be taught along with health in all the schools as well there too. Serge, what's the weather looking like for Halloween coming up here? Do you guys celebrate Halloween in Canada?
Of course we do. And so the weather is actually going to be pretty cold here in Canada. It's going to
Shocker.
be right at 0, which is around 30 degrees Fahrenheit. So
Brr.
I know my kids are going to be bundled up to go around the houses, but the weather in New York actually is going to be pretty nice for the rest of the week. I
It's
just
gonna be
took a look.
gorgeous.
So
Gorgeous.
it's going to be
I,
great
I
for your
love
kids.
I love a nice warm Halloween. I usually wear this outfit because I could just
Yeah.
be in costume and it keeps me warm. But I think I might have a little surprise for Thursday. We'll see. Serge, do you have a surprise?
I do have a surprise. I have a special costume that I got in the mail and I actually showcased it yesterday on Danielle's post because I look pretty damn cute.
Can we,
So the
can we,
world needs to see
can we,
that.
how do we see that?
Just
Yeah,
go on
gotta go to
Danielle's.
my post.
My God. Annabelle, look at that. Oh my God.
It's the greatest thing in the world.
That is incredible. Well, Serge, we want to wish you a very, very happy Halloween. Thank you for the weather report. Anything else? Did we miss anything?
We didn't miss anything. I hope everyone has a great Halloween and the weather looks great across the world. So everyone trick or treating, have fun and be safe, right?
Be safe, kids. Look before you cross the road, across the street. Don't take unwrapped candy. Parents, check all the candy. The other part is always weird about Halloween. We tell our kids not to talk to strangers, then we send them off to knock on every freaking door. So I have to
Actually,
chase
so
my
true.
little guy. I do know I have to chase him because some houses I'm like, don't knock on that door. That house
I
is
don't
looking.
trust those people.
I just don't.
Exactly.
They got a meth lab in the back.
Also, employers, let people go early on Thursday.
Yes. I know my wife
That's
is
a
working
good
from home.
point.
Yep.
Danielle, are you trick or treating or are you old enough now that you don't?
Ooh.
I forget what age group you're in.
I would flip you the bird, Surge, but I'm not going to do that on live air. So just
Serge,
Love
consider
you,
it done.
Danielle.
Serge, thank you so much. Catch Serge's weather report every Tuesday exclusively right here on the HR Morning Show.